Okay, I'll call the special regional council meeting to order. Please be advised that tonight's meeting is available for the public to attend virtually and is being streamed and recorded. Can I get a motion, please, to adopt the agenda? Moved by Councillor Andrews, seconded by Councillor Souls. All those in favor? Carried. Administration report number 4921, Councillor Roper, virtual attendance, in-camera meeting for discussion. So I'll ask for a resolution that we move to an in-camera meeting. I'm sorry. Oh, okay.
So just to add to it, so what you're looking for. So the bylaw currently doesn't allow participation virtually or electronically in camera meetings. So with Councillor Roper's virtual attendance, typically, we need a resolution to council to allow that. And it's something that council can consider to do instead of doing each meeting, to do while Councillor Roper's away. And then additionally, of course, we got Councillor Gerling tonight who's attending remotely. So would add her for this evening also, on this council would like to look at changing what the wording is in that bylaw for future. So.
Very well. Is there any discussion on this? Councillor Andrews.
I think I remember when we were putting in the bylaw for not allowing the access to in-camera meetings. We had lots of technical difficulties at the time with the phone lines, and now with the state we're in and the fact of Zoom platforms I don't have those concerns anymore of knowing that the line's not got any other listeners on it. So I'd have no problem with relooking at this bylaw and having it relooked at now, possibly removed.
Any other comments? Councillor Souls.
I will echo what you say, with the exception that I think that we should look at it in particularly in this case with Councillor Roper's situation. I think it's really appropriate because of him wanting to finish his term and us having given him that freedom to do so. But I still would want to look at it in other cases of so that it doesn't just become a common practice just for the fun of it.
I agree. Councillor Gerwing, any comments?
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. So I have a couple of concerns. The first, I guess, one of the biggest one is personnel agendas. And like I agree 100%. I think we should allow Councillor Roper to attend and finish out his term how he needs to. But I echo what Councillor Souls has just said, that I don't think that we should do it just carte blanche. So I don't know if we can just do something without setting precedent. And then my other concern is, again, not about Councillor Roper, but personnel agendas. Because I think when one of two reasons why we went this way before was because we felt that, especially around personnel items, there was no way for council sitting around the table could be speaking frankly without knowing who else might be in the room, like outside of the council chambers. So it's not like I fully trust absolutely everybody, but I'm just thinking for personnel matters, whether, I don't know, I'm just a little bit uncomfortable with that.
Mr. Barry, is there a way to make an exclusion for personnel matters, or is it simply allowing the councillor to attend in-camera meetings virtually?
The procedures can be worded whichever way council wishes, Mayor. So yes, absolutely. If it was specific to personnel that you didn't want to be able to electronically, the wording could be similar to this for that matter. I mean,
so there is
have only under unanimous resolution of council, for example, but whatever council, whatever wording and whatever limitations council wish to bring their bylaw.
So it is an option that we could particularly exclude personnel issues from that. I understand where Councillor Goring is coming from, and it is a little bit of a hurdle here for us to get over. I'm not concerned about Councillor Roper and personnel issues and that sort of thing, having someone else in the room, but it is an option for council to think about. Are there any other comments? Very well. I'm going to make a motion that we allow Councillor Roper to attend in-camera meetings electronically during his term as Northern Rockies Regional Councillor. But I'm not going to exclude him from personnel issues in that motion. Can I get a seconder for that motion? Seconded by Councillor Penny. Are there any other comments? All
So-
those in favor?
Oh, Mayor, may I make a comment before we vote?
Sure, go ahead.
So then your motion isn't to change the bylaw, it's to keep the bylaw in effect, but make the exception for Councillor Roper. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's option one, where the council permits Regional Councillor Roper to attend the in-camera meetings by electronic means for the duration of his term in the Northern Rockies Regional Municipality.
Okay, perfect. Thanks.
Very well. Any further comment? All those in favor? Carried. And now a discussion regarding Councillor Gerwing attending the in-camera meetings today virtually. Are there any comments on that? Very well, I'll make the motion that Councillor Gerwing be able to attend the in-camera meetings today virtually. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Seconded by Councillor Roper. All those in favor? Carried. Thank you. Councillor Andrews.
Do we want to have a look at that bylaw just for solidarity in the future? Do we want to bring that back up when we've got time in the next meeting? I'd make a motion if that's something council, I'll make a motion that we bring this bylaw back up to have a look at the wording in it for virtual attendance on our in-camera meetings.
Very well, I'll second that. Is there any comments on that? Very well, all those in favor? Oh, I'm sorry, Councillor Penny.
I just wanted to clarify the timeline and just see if it any conflicts with staff or anything for us to looking at this agenda. I just don't.
I think the next agenda is late September, our next regular meeting, so we should be able to scrape something together by then, I think.
Very well, all those in favor? And that motion is carried. Thank you, Councillor Andrews. Can I get a motion, please? The meeting be closed pursuant to section 91J of the Community Charter. Information is prohibited, or information that if it was presented in a document would be prohibited from disclosure under section 21 of the Freedom of Information Protection of Privacy Act. Moved by Councillor Andrews, seconded by Councillor Penny. All those in favor? Carried. And I'll ask for a motion to temporarily adjourn the special regional council meeting. Moved by Councillor Roper, seconded by Councillor Andrews. All those in favor? Carried. So there's nothing to rise and report then, Ms. McIver? Very well. Ask for a motion then to adjourn special in-camera meeting. Moved by Councillor Soul, seconded by Councillor Andrews. All those in favor? Carried. And we are back in our